national income is the value of income accruable to the citizens of the country nationally, less every other expenditure. So within the period under review that you are talking about, what is the national income of the people? The final is the disposable income. Disposable income is the value of income accruing to the household, less taxation. So if you look at 1 hour engagement in a day, less tax on that 1 hour, the income or wage accruing to the individual, less the tax payable by that same individual. Is he having a living disposable income? Where is his own well-being? Where is the well-off of the individual? If we talk about the resilience of Nigeria, so Nigeria survived under the ingenuity, the resilience, ability, and the survival strategy. Sorry, my tune changed because you are touching the very aspect of what makes me an economist and what makes me a development expert in what I'm doing.
All right,
so let's leave the sphere of GDP and move to the sphere of BNP, and from there transcend to national income, or Nigerians will actually on what? On survival mode within the period under review.
Okay,
so unemployment increase or reduce.
So survival mode in your own definitions is different from survival mode is just trying to make sure there is food on the table. But I'm going somewhere. Sorry, I'm going somewhere. Sorry, because the NBS calculated being able to meet your daily, your daily bread is how they put it. Your daily means is part of employment, and that's why they say if you work for even 1 hour.
Can I say this? Canada.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Another way to measure a growing economy is the level of savings of the economy. During the period under review, what was the savings ability of Nigerians that were working? One thing we must not take away from Nigerians that make up the survival mode is our family value and interconnectivity and interlink within the family structure. During the period under review, those working were actually subsidizing the life of those that were not working, especially within the family sector. That's what we need to know. So when you come up with a formula measuring, if for instance in my family, people that are not working and they are eating, you are saying because they are eating, that's the basis of their survival. Then you may be wrong, because their survival is not as a result of what they work, it's as a result of their dependence on a family member that is working. And so that dependence has the probability and the propensity of other things not to reduce. And it's about return investment. We can create what so you can see the circle of investment about and start with multinational.
All right, that is will open lines and 079200 to number. The first number to call the studio 081799003. Remember, the WhatsApp number is 0800304. I have Cletus Ilugo with Vodafone, and we are talking about the unemployment rate for the first quarter of 2023, which is good at 4.1%. According to the fourth quarter, I beg your pardon, of 2022, it was 5.3%. But there are more dimensional. It is reported Nigerians that are in poverty are 153 million. If that is the case, does that not statistic?
Some of this are about the impact of absence and activity. 1 million, 110 million Nigerians from multi-dimensional support. How do they solve? So that they have to eat maybe 2 slices of bread a day and take a sachet of water. And because the ability to eat is now the basis to measure survival and then employment artistic. Our pay for such quality is not becoming revived. It's congruent in development paradigm. Now let's hear the ability is measured on which is to take good calorie. The calorie intake is human development, so which measure the calorie intake of children. In China, we globally accepted norm or standard. How will they get there when there is unemployment? How will they get there how will the calorie intake be increased? I am in Nigeria, you are in Nigeria, and all the same interest. And if the building individual work for 4 hours, we can say this is in the development side of it, that if it's 1 hour, what is it for 1/8? Let's see the percentage. Even less is about 10% of the working time. If it was working 8. So how do I use that measure?
All right.
Now comes the lobby. Let's see how it goes. I don't like coming to talk some of these statistics because I don't want to be in confrontation with government. But it's important to know that underemployment and unemployment of factors of labor, especially entrepreneurship, especially expertise, especially human beings, which is one major factor of production, is underutilized in Nigeria. And that informs the reason why capable, qualified Nigerians are on the Japa side of Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much. 08179230002, 08179230003. Let's get to hear from you. What do you think about the NBS statistics for the quarter one of 2023? It currently is 4.1%. It means that 4.1% of the labor population of Nigeria is unemployed. The rest are employed. Some underemployed, some self-employed, some well-employed, but there is employment. And they say the informal sector's got 50%. So I've got to start from HA. I want to hear what's on the mind, please.
Yes, like the motion. You are saying the unemployment has reduced by half. It has reduced by private entrepreneur or by government statistics. Because I know for 4 or 5 years, most of the federal parastatals and state parastatals, municipal government, they have not employed anybody. What you do, they do a and employ somebody saying that is that a Russian a serviceman there and gives him a good farmer something to for the family.
That's what has been recent employment, and I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that. You know, that's been recorded.
Look at it. You are work or you are selling. Who said that the employees that said? Hello.
I'm listening to you.
No, what we want is let government address, because I know for River State, they have been battling with employment all along. They cancel, they employ, they cancel. Likewise, other states and federal. Let them come up and say they want to employ. That we know that it has reduced, not by principle of this manufacturer and this. So that one is not on American. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for that one. For that one, but you've seen in the office, one very condition office.
When government one manufacturing concern does. That's one side of employment. But another employment is providing an enabling environment so that private sector investment, individual creativity can thrive. For instance, government after government has provided an enabling environment for the entertainment industry in Nigeria. And we have seen what it has done. It has been able to create value. The value chain in that sector is something worthwhile. Another sector that is also booming is the ICT, the tech hub. I remember when we were in River State, when I was working with Stakeholder Democracy Network with support from Conflict Civilization and Security Fund. We were able to pioneer Kensarowa Innovation Hub. And from there, it triggered. So the River State is a major tech it's something that Stakeholder Democracy Network triggered, and it created youth employment. That's providing an enabling environment for creativity, for ingenuity, and for growth. So that's something that government needs to do. And when we keep doing that, employment will increase. And again, we must also take advantage of the economy and economic activities that is brought about by the new normal, which is the post-COVID-19 era, remote work system. So these are things that cover also generate. So there are so many things to do. But one of the things that government needs to do, revitalize them and get engineering activity, is look at ethically at the agricultural chain. And then come up again and look at the fair secularity and green jobs. These are the new ways where the world is looking at. And these are Nigeria has potential for all of these to create jobs. And then if we have done all of this and then we're saying our unemployment, I as a development expert will applaud the government because I am a solution to it. So that's what I'm talking about. This development, this is what fair secularity, green jobs. Okay? These are companies that will treat over the country and create them for Nigerian youth. That's what we need to do. We need to provide an enabling environment. That's the bottom line.
All right. So someone is asking, I think the MBS should have measured the underemployment rate of the nation. If they do, you would find out that thousands or even millions of civil servants are underemployed. Please ask your guest. If this new parameter methodology seems to include previously excluded category, when was the methodology used in 2014 when the government rebased the economy that made the economy larger than South Africa's economy? Text from Ilugo is asking that question.
Nothing to me. Let me say, incidentally, during the report, my dead brother or sister point out, there was no environment by the government there, where the government put lots of opportunity for and for it's about the same time up. It was about that time interest on the untapped jobs came up. So what we need to do Again, the government supported not element industry that created more jobs and made it very, very robust, more better. The activity came up. So there are needs. We don't think for government and government to adequately look opportunities that can benefit Nigeria. So that was why the economy then was just the biggest in Africa, because those things, in addition to government power, provided enabling environment for investors to come in and settle in Nigeria. Investors closing down their businesses and moving to Ghana to invest and sell those products in Nigeria. So in recent times, that has become a phenomenon. And that is when a company closes, when an opportunity closes in Nigeria, the value chain, it's not just the organization that closes that matters. Look at the value chain.
All right.
Look at the chain that is involved. That's where the problem is. Do not allow companies to exit. Rather, create opportunities for companies to come. Because any company that establishes has a stronger value chain.
All
like
right.
what I mentioned to you, what we are doing here has value chain that are reached over 1,000 persons directly and indirectly. Now, close down that business, the household benefited from what we're doing will what? Will suffer. The value chain is in what brought dollar. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to read the open lines now, so please do call in. Tell me what you think. 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Those are the call numbers. Ring the star, ring. The network is terrible. It's rainy out. And also, you can send in your WhatsApp message number 0809-306-416. What do you think about this? I've got this message. It says, good evening, Canada. These numbers think of a key item to twice. Explanation. They're thinking that some beautiful English can help change reality. Not the perception can make situation that people have in their lives much and long term and stop this. Good evening.
Yeah. I have listened to your guest. Yes, I greet your guest. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Sorry about whichever one.
It's a man. It's a man.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and I have listened to you, and I take time to listen to your and also put together message that, which is correct. All these that have been said, I'm without winning the goal out of what you just said, because the fact that these policies are getting to where the people are can't eat and it wouldn't be on to people. It's not. The rate of very discouraging.
All right. I remember an economic conversation. I mean, looking at this, what is the business destroying? In fact, as like 90% of the workforce, and the rest are being either underemployed by working 1 hour a day, or working in other employment. What do you call it now? Spaces. But what's the ease of doing business for these MSMEs that we have in the country?
Now, the problem here is this. Thank you very much for this. Let me say this. Our ease of doing business is not among the best, even in Africa. Let's tell ourselves the humble truth.
All right.
I belong to some analytical group where we analyze the state of Africa in view. We sit down and look at them and tell ourselves the humble truth. Our ease of doing business is not on the favorable side for now. But there is room for us to improve.
All right.
That's one. Secondly, for my brother that asked that question, how can we get to the government? The citizens have a right. And the right is that there is what we call the office of the citizen. The office of the citizen states that the citizens have a right to their law, to demand accountability from elected leaders.
All right.
And but before we as citizens must do that, we must find ourselves right in our approach and in our work. So it has to demand on the citizens. The citizens need to be right in their attitude and have the right mindset to demand accountability.
All right. I would have to stop here. I'm sorry. We are really out of time.